taken the bait. Tucker Carlson has taken the bait. There are people around the president that have taken the bait. And this is a huge problem. If we go down that path, we're headed towards exactly what they hope for, and that's an Armageddon solution to the human problem.
The masses have a hard time believing anything.
Well, we've done a great brainwashing job on them over the centuries, and especially the last few hundred years. We've just brainwashed them completely. They believe anything we tell them. And, in the meantime, we have a lot of fun around Passover where we steal the children. And, I know you know because I've heard it on your show before. I mean, we steal 100 to 300,000 children a year just here in this country. And we drain the blood and we mix it with the Passover bread. And then we throw the bodies into the slaughterhouses that we own. And we grind up all the bodies in the sausage and the hamburger. McDonald's is one of our favorite outlets. And the people, they eat it for breakfast. They eat their children for lunch.
And now, a startling ABC News investigation. A whistleblower has come forward to warn consumers. What if I told you the food you thought you knew at McDonald's isn't what it seems? Behind those golden arches are secrets even employees try to warn about. Hidden truths about the meats millions eat every single day, from chemical tricks to highly questionable cost-cutting measures. And here's the scary part. The most suspicious meat on the menu isn't even the burgers. What are you really eating? They're not real ribs. It's ground pork, shoulder, and trimmings pressed together into the shape of ribs. The illusion is held together with something known as meat glue. Yes, it's exactly as unpleasant as it sounds. For years, the McRib even contained a substance called azodicarbonamide, the same compound used in yoga mats and shoe soles. And the McNuggets? Only about 50 to 60% is real chicken. The rest is a mix of fat, skin, connective tissue, and sometimes even small bone fragments. Basically, the parts of the chicken nobody wants, ground up and molded to look like something ready to eat.
This is a combo bin of meat. A combo bin is 2,000 pounds approximately of meat that's coming in from a boning facility where they take it off the carcass and put it into here.
The meat in these boxes comes from many different animals and many different places. Some is even from overseas. All of it is ground together to make the juicy hamburger Americans love. Hamburger used to be the scraps left over from butchering just one cow. But a significant change has occurred. Now, parts of many cows are blended together by the ton.
If we take the meat from one animal, grind it up and make ground beef from just one animal, we're including only the bacteria from one animal. But if we take the meat from 1,000 different animals and grind that together, we're pooling the bacteria from 1,000 different animals as well.
So explain this to me. How many different cows would be in one burger?
Well, I suspect that there are hundreds or even thousands of animals that have contributed to a single hamburger.
FBI has been following for 3 days here on 7 Action News. Is a Detroit business buying and selling human body parts illegally? And what was inside the business? It may shock you. 7 Action News investigator Jim Kurtzner is live with the very latest tonight. And Jim, is this part of that investigation? Is that winding down at all yet?
It is indeed, Jeff. Take a live look behind me. This is what's left of the FBI evidence recovery team inside this car. And take a look at this vehicle. We believe this is the owner of the business just returning to take back possession of his business. More on that in a second. But take a look. Another busy day out here on Detroit's east side, just down the road from City Airport. Sources say they have removed several boxes of what is believed to be human remains. Sources say many people. This was a big operation. And get this, inside this business, a saw used to cut up bodies, it is believed. All taken away as evidence to the Wayne County Medical Examiner's Office where it will be tested. This business is known as International Biological. It advertised as a medical educational service provider. The owner is Art Rathburn. He has a mortician license, has had in Michigan since 1982. But the big question is, did he get human bodies illegally? And was he selling them illegally? Just moments ago, the owner, we believe, showed up. I tried to ask him some questions. Mr. Rathburn, will you talk with us? What do you have to hide?
I will never eat anything out of a drive-thru again. After these files have came out and the shit that I have read, the shit that you have read, it made me start thinking about the seasonal McRib. So I did a little research about this frickin' McRib. It is singularly produced, solely produced in a factory called OSI in Chicago. Chicago produces a huge amount of these, but they're only around for a very limited time. With that being said, you can Google how much the FDA allows, percentage-wise, of human DNA to be found in commercial meats to be sold. The OSI plant, if you go to their website, during the 6-week period that they are selling the McRib sandwich, they go through 7 million pounds. They can have up to 6% human DNA in each patty. And that is perfectly legal. You can Google it. I ain't ever eating McDonald's ever again.
I was right in the middle of a fucking reptile zoo. And somebody was giving booze to these goddamn things. It won't be long now.
Cannibalism might seem kind of gruesome, and kind of is. I'm going to give you a little background of what got me to this position to run this bill. Back in 2019, I heard that Washington State was starting to do human composting, and that disturbed me. I wanted to address this because what I didn't want to see is bags of compost with human bone fragments. I want to stop it getting into the human food supply. I was on a plane this summer, watched a video of some food show, and the 3 contestants tasted the food and they had to guess what was in it. It was some kind of a sausage. And one of the options they told these people that was in the food was human flesh.
Can you tell us the 3 secret ingredients that might be found in this amazing sausage that you made for us today?
The 3 secret ingredients that might be found in the sausage are fish liver, human flesh, or shark.
Are those really the 3 ingredients?
Yeah, fish liver, human flesh, or shark.
Is this?
Is that a problem?
Is it?
And there's also, there's a stigma surrounding this.
We're clear, we're good. We go clearly. We're good. Come on, Brian, please.
All right. Thank you, Keith. Thank you very much. All right, Joe, fish liver, shark,
or human flesh.
God help you, it better be shark.
All right, 2, what do you think it's going to be?
Shark too.
Shark?
The liver is like too obvious, and I don't think it's human flesh, so I think it's shark.
Chef Keith, can you tell us what is the secret ingredient in this dish?
Yes, I'm afraid you're both wrong. It is human flesh.
No. No.
Whoa.
That's not okay. That's not all right.
The way our society's going and the direction we're going, this is going to be normalized. There's only one state in the union that it is illegal. Cannibalism is illegal, and that is Idaho.
When you get those red shoes. And it usually signifies a very significant kind of higher level ritual killing. And the shoes are made out of child skin. Usually you'll see they get significant rings with diamonds in them. The more, children they kill, a lot of them like to have those diamond trophies that they wear around. They would just receive, the diamond or the ring after it's done. And you see later, those are offered for massive amounts of money once the Pope stops wearing them. Mostly you're going to find that people who are wearing those are part of the Jesuit and the Kabbalah esoterical levels of the Illuminati, but it would be comparable to, the Masonic branch. It would, you'd be above a level 33 degree Mason.
If they got a baby, but they can't look after it or anything like that, so if they get a baby, who
do they give the baby to? They sell the baby or just give them?
They don't just give them, they sell it because they can't really, they sometimes give, but they don't just give it like borrow, like for like a rent. They give it away because sometimes families are poor. So like in Tanja, there are people who had baby children and they were really poor. They couldn't afford food for them. So if the family's doesn't have money and they get a baby, they sometimes sell it. They eat it, do sex first.
How do they eat the baby? Alive? Is the baby alive?
No, they inject it to make it go to sleep. And then after, Papa tells us to hold the knife, and then he puts his big hand on. He pushes it into the neck, cuts it, and after, but when it's upside down, so it's like he goes like that.
How do the babies become upside down?
So you get a string, hang it up, and it's upside down when it's asleep.
Hang the baby upside down after they inject it?
Yes. Miss Marden, the nurse, she injects it.
Who's Miss Marden?
Miss Marden is a nurse of our school. She does the injecting. She pretends to be kind to my mom and tries to say be kind. And then after she injects. She's the nurse, so she pretends to be kind to mom. And so if I hurt myself, she pretends to be really kind to us and look after us and give us ice cream.
She's a member of this cult?
Yes, she's
And what do they all have? You say they all have a special something that they wear and stuff.
Yes, they wear this, but they wear this special kind of shoes. They make
what shoes? What special kind of shoes?
Baby skin shoes. Daniel, Felix, and Max.
Who are Daniel, Felix, and Max?
They work at a shoe shop. Daniel and Felix, yes.
What shoe shop do they work at?
Daniel and Felix, they work in next to the O2 Centre one in this tube station.
Where?
Just inside the tube station.
In the tube station where? What tube station, Daniel?
O2 Centre one.
O2 Centre where?
No. So in the corner.
Which tube station?
I think it's the next Waitress. Hampstead. Finchley Road Station.
What, the tube station?
Yes. So when you come in, there's this shop there and a shoe shop.
Just tell me what they do, these fellows.
And those fellows, they take off the skin. I don't know how.
The skin of whom?
Of the baby. The baby.
And they make shoes?
Yes.
And who wears these shoes?
Papa. Everyone wears the shoes.
Everyone in the cult?
Yes.
I apologized to QAnon a couple of weeks ago. I said, when it comes to this Epstein stuff, you had it righter than me. Now, they also believe a lot of real batshit nonsense. But when
now you think it's batshit,
they don't eat babies. Democrats don't eat babies.
And very targeted events such as abductions, cattle mutilations, and other things. This was done deliberately because there was an attempt to try to be sure that when this issue comes out, it presents it as a national security threat and not a global opportunity, because that's how you enrich the military-industrial complex that Eisenhower warned us about.
Right.
I'm a little afraid to tell you everyone is taking the bait. Congressman Luna has taken the bait. Tucker Carlson has taken the bait. There are people around the president that have taken the bait. And this is a huge problem. If we go down that path, we're headed towards exactly what they hope for, and that's an Armageddon solution to the human problem.